don't do that, you prick.
What are you doing?
You're such a prick. Okay? No, you deliberately push that to try and push me over. Don't make it look like you didn't do anything. It's all on camera. No, was it hell? Was it hell?
Welcome to Rate the is brought to us by Auditor Plod. Be sure to check the link below and subscribe to his channel and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Auditor Plod is outside a police station when a rogue sergeant storms out, determined to get rid of him. With no law to stand on, the sergeant leans on lies and false claims, trying to intimidate Plod into leaving. But Plod holds his ground, firing back with solid legal knowledge that leaves the sergeant rattled, and then it all explodes. As the sergeant storms back inside, he slams the door straight into Plod. That reckless move sparks a huge lawsuit, and instead of settling quietly, Plod takes him all the way to court.
I have had a complaint from a member of police staff.
Well, first of all, could you identify yourself on me?
Yes, certainly. My name's Sergeant 1789 Pope. I'm the duty sergeant on today. Got no issue with your video. That said, I'd ask you not to video inside there, members of police staff. If your actions cause alarm, harassment, distress to them, you may commit an offence. Okay, right. Well, just so you know, that is a public area, okay, and I'm well within my rights to be in there and filming. Okay. Sir, I'm not saying you are. I'm saying if your actions cause alarm, harassment, distress. Okay. Members of the you listen.
As an officer, okay,
no, please
you
listen,
can't
sir,
be alarmed and distressed.
Actually, we can.
No, you cannot. You need to look at case law, and you will actually see that you cannot be alarm and distress right in your actual officer's duty.
That's the case of RV Oram. That's not in relation to what we're doing now. I'm talking about police staff, not police officers.
Okay.
Sir, I'm talking about police staff, not police officers.
The sergeant attempts to stretch the law by suggesting that recording inside the station might be considered harassment or could cause discomfort to staff members. It's not a strong argument, and Plod points that out immediately. Officers can't claim those offenses simply because they're being filmed while doing their job. The sergeant then shifts the focus to civilian staff, as if that makes the claim more valid. It doesn't. Even non-warranted staff are still part of a policing environment, and the standard doesn't suddenly change for them.
Don't want if the members of staff cause alarm, harassment, and distress. I'm telling you now that may be an offence.
I'm allowed to film anything I can see from public.
I'm not saying that you are.
Okay. So if I film them, and I'm in public, okay, then I am doing nothing unlawful. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, correct.
Right, so if you cause alarm, harassment, and distress through your actions, okay, then you commit an offence on Section 5 of the Public Order Act.
Section 5?
No, okay,
so have you got a member of the public that's a complainant?
I'm not saying that you've done that yet, and I'm not saying, I'm just advising you. I've got no problem with you videoing here.
Well, have you got a member of the public that's a complainant?
Well, police staff
is not a member of the public. No, they are not. Not when they're actually working.
They are?
Not when they're working, sir. You need to actually justify that. They are police staff and they're in an officer's duty.
Plod calmly points out that filming from a public space is not against the law. The sergeant turns to a familiar intimidation tactic by referencing Section 5 of the Public Order Act 1986. He implies that if anyone feels harassed or distressed by the camera, it could amount to an offense, but that interpretation ignores the actual legal threshold. Section 5 only applies when someone is being threatening, is abusive, or genuinely disorderly, none of which describes a person quietly recording through an open doorway. The sergeant's warning attempts to turn simple discomfort into criminal behavior. Even though courts have consistently ruled that mild annoyance or unease is nowhere near enough to satisfy the law, Plod's calm. Silent filming doesn't meet the standard, and if it did, nearly anyone holding a camerage, journalists, photographers, even tourists could be treated as offenders on the spot.
Camera could be criminalized on the spot.
So you need to actually rectify that.
So I would ask you, very politely, okay, not to video the staff. If you want to video us, that's fine. You're more than happy to do so.
No, I will video the staff if they're actually in the
if I do get a complaint, so then you may be dealt with under that matter, okay?
Well,
and that's it. That's the end of it.
And just remember, it will be completely unlawful. It will be completely unlawful. Okay, but also, can I just mention to you as well, can you tell me why you didn't actually tell me that you put your body camera on, sir?
Okay. I apologise for that. My body camera's on. Is there a reason why you didn't tell me you were videoing me?
I don't need to. okay, under your actual code of
Thank you very
ethics.
much for your time,
okay,
sir.
so
Yeah, go on. Under my code of ethics.
Under your code of ethics, under section 3.5, okay, you're meant
3.5 what?
3.5 of your code of ethics.
Sir, there's no
Hang
such
on.
thing as
Yes, there is.
3.5.
Yes, there is, sir.
Would
You
like
need
to
to
quote
actually
it for
look
me?
at it, okay? It actually states that a member of the public must be informed.
When Plod spots that the sergeant's body-worn camera is already recording, he asks the obvious question, why wasn't he informed? It's a reasonable point, as officers are expected to be upfront when they film members of the public. The sergeant's comeback asking why Plod didn't announce his own recording is completely off the mark. Ordinary citizens have no obligation to declare their filming, but police officers operate under professional standards that require transparency. Plod presses the issue, reminding him that the College of Policing's ethical guidelines make openness a fundamental expectation. The sergeant dismisses this by claiming such guidance doesn't exist, but that response doesn't hold water. The rules are clear. When officers record, they must make it known because their footage becomes part of official policing activity and potential evidence.
And evidence.
Okay, now you had ample opportunity in which to actually tell me.
Can you sway?
Okay,
Stop
and you
talking
did
for a
not.
second
No,
and then let
please
me
don't
explain.
talk to me that way.
What I'm going to do is I'm going
Do
to give
not
you a
talk
card.
to me in that
Sir,
manner.
I'm going to give you a card with my
Okay.
details on so you can make a complaint that I didn't inform
Don't
you
worry, I will be.
that I had my body worn video
I will
on.
be, don't worry about
apologise
that.
I didn't. I was more concerned with your actions
Okay.
at the time. But
What, my actions, what, filming in public?
Well, no, what you're trying to
Filming
do...
in public,
No,
sir.
what you're trying to do is just bait police officers
No,
and other people...
that's a presumption, okay? What you
Well,
got to remember, a presumption,
not,
okay,
but-
that's your own personal presumption, sir.
I'll give you my details.
Okay, your own personal presumption, and your own personal presumption
So
is
I'm
not
going to
law.
argue with you. I'm just advising you.
Okay,
But if you
yeah,
watch the
but
video in
your
public, you're
presumption
more
is
than
not
welcome.
law.
No, it's not.
Okay, so just
I never
remember
said
that.
it was.
Okay.
So
So don't tell me that I'm trying to bait police officers.
You are?
No, I would have gladly have had a nice conversation with you, sir, if you would have approached me in a different manner.
Never intending that at all.
Really?
You're doing this specifically
look,
because
sir,
you
you're
want
making
someone to interact
another
with you.
presumption again.
I've come out to speak
How have
to
you made it
because
as
I've
a
had
sergeant?
complaint.
How have you made it as a sergeant when
There you
you
go.
make so many presumptions? Okay, you've made.
The sergeant's behavior becomes even more telling. Rather than addressing the situation with facts, he repeatedly insists that Plod is only there to provoke officers' acclaim based entirely on assumption, not evidence. That kind of guesswork has no place in professional policing. An officer, especially one in a supervisory role, doesn't get to assign motives when the person in front of them is doing nothing unlawful. Plod was simply recording from a public space, which is entirely legal. The sergeant's job is to apply the law, not invent intentions or throw out baseless accusations. By labeling the audit as baiting, he was essentially admitting he had no actual offense to point to. So he took aim at Plod's intentions instead of his actions.
The case, I can make a presumption
I'm
on
ending
you
this
and
conversation
say,
now.
right, you're
Thank
in
you for your time,
uniform.
sir. I
Okay,
appreciate
are you
that.
telling me
Bye-bye.
that you're going to murder someone next? Okay, is that what it is? Okay, so I can make a presumption, okay, on you, okay, and this is
Goodbye,
only
sir.
using it
Thank
as
you.
an example. So are you telling me then
I
that
say
you
so.
would actually murder someone else? Would you, sir? Don't do that, you prick!
What are you doing?
You're such a prick.
I'm trying
Okay?
to come through the
No,
door.
you deliberately push that to try and push me over. Okay? And don't make it look like you weren't.
Please don't shout at me in the inquiry.
I'm not shouting,
Are
sir.
you here for a legitimate reason?
Okay?
Are you here for a legitimate reason?
Well, what I'm here to see, okay, I will
Are
go
you
and
here
see.
for a legitimate reason? Do you
Yes,
need
I
to
am
speak
here
to an
for a
officer?
legitimate reason.
Do you
yes,
need
I
to
am.
speak to someone? Would
yes.
you like to tell me what that is?
Okay.
And I'll get an officer to
Not
come
you.
speak to you.
It's your actual inspector. I would like to see.
He's not here at the moment, but I can give you the details on how you can contact him.
Yep, if you could. Okay, because that was
If you
completely out of
contact-
order.
If you contact 101,
No, I'm not doing it via 101.
if you want to speak to
I will
somebody
actually do it in
office,
here.
They'll take the details for you.
And that I will do.
Okay.
Okay, but you are absolutely out of order for what you just done. Don't make it look like you didn't do
Well, no,
anything.
that's on
It's
you,
all on
sir. I was
camera.
walking
No,
through.
The sergeant's professionalism completely unravels. As he steps back into the station through the revolving door, Plod walks behind him, simply continuing to film. Instead of carrying on, the sergeant suddenly halts the door with force, causing the panel to hit Plod. It's hard to view that as anything other than frustration spilling over into physical behavior. A senior officer, using a door to strike someone who is lawfully recording outside, looks petty, deliberate, and entirely inappropriate. When Plod challenges him, the sergeant denies it outright, but the video makes the reality obvious. There was no miscalculation. He wanted to send a message. That single impulsive act would later become a key piece of evidence. And once it entered a legal case, there was no credible way for him to justify it. Stay tuned to see how it played out.
Sir, if you keep swearing at me and you keep being abusive, then I will ask you to leave the station. Sir, I'm going to ask you to leave the station if you carry on trying to behave in this manner.
Can you tell me whether or not that is swearing or not? Ask is not swearing.
Yeah, you're shouting at me.
I'm not shouting.
You are.
I'm not shouting.
If you want to make your complaint, there's the inquiry office.
I'm not shouting.
I'm more than happy to do so. If you have no legitimate reason to be here, I will ask you to leave.
I have a legitimate reason. Okay.
What's your legitimate reason?
Well, I'm waiting for you to go, and then I'll go in there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for you to go.
Thank you.
Okay. Because you are absolutely out of order.
Sir, there's no point following me in.
I'm not following you in through that door. I'm not following you in through that door. No, I want you to go, and then I'll carry on with my business.
Okay.
And I've already told you that 3 times. As soon as you go, I will carry on with my business.
You're just being argumentative unnecessarily.
Okay. No, you tried to push me over.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. It's all on camera, so don't worry about it.
It's all on camera.
Yep, and I will be getting a copy of those.
I'm sure you will, sir. You have a nice day. Thank you for your time.
Right.
Thankfully, in his update video, Plod revealed the outcome of the case and exactly what's happening to the sergeant.
Just a quick thing for you, just to give you a quick update on this, is you've got this sergeant here at Poole Police Station where you'll hear him make a number of different presumptions about myself and so on and so forth, and then we go into the building. He goes through the actual turnstile door in front of me, he pushes it really fast, the door behind me slams into the back of me, and then he tries to act like nothing actually happened, and from their own camera footage it's actually come out, it was full-on assault is what it actually was, because it was deliberately done, and basically they've offered £1,250 which has been declined. I'm not interested in that, and basically so we're going to push through and actually hopefully get this type of copper that should not be on our streets in the UK or anywhere else, and hopefully go from there.
Plod reveals that the station's own CCTV confirmed the door incident was deliberate and was formally treated as an assault. The force offered him £1,250 to settle the matter quietly. But he refused, choosing to take it to court for accountability rather than money. A ruling in his favor could mean a much larger payout and serious consequences for the sergeant, including disciplinary action or even the end of his career. The entire encounter shows a pattern of poor conduct. The sergeant relied on incorrect claims about harassment laws, ignored professional standards, assumed Plod's intentions without evidence, and then escalated the situation with the revolving door strike. Once that clip became evidence, the case was never going to disappear. The sergeant didn't just mishandle the moment, he created his own downfall.